Good morning.
Giddy up, Roger. Get them doggies moving.
How are you today?
I'm good. I'm glad we are out of the multi-session slog of bloody Spotsylvania and that we've moved on to something a little more tenable. Perhaps we'll get one whole session of one playthrough done today. That is my goal. I think it's possible.
I think it is too. Yeah, this should go pretty fast, I think. Well, it depends. We may be sitting there going.
Well, I admit something. Well, first of all, hello, welcome, and welcome to everybody watching this out there in YouTube land after the fact. Thank you for joining us as we continue on through Grant Takes Command 2. This is your, I guess, quote, special preview of what is to come here with the upcoming reprint of On to Richmond 2. This is one of 3 modules that will be included in it. And of course, you come for the maps and you stay for the improved scenarios and everything too. But Roger and I have completed 4 scenarios. We are now on a scenario number 5. This is called Sheridan Rides South. I've got Sheridan focused right here, and this is an all-cavalry exciting episode. We're going to throw the saddles on our horses, and we're going to ride as fast as we can to put a scare in the good people of Richmond, I suppose. Let me give you the historical notes on this, and then we'll talk all about what's going on here. On May the 8th, Grant and Meade gave Sheridan permission to move aggressively against Stuart's Confederate cavalry. Hoping to catch Stuart in an open battle, where Union numbers would prevail, Sheridan headed south on a raid, realizing that Stuart would have to follow. After damaging the Virginia Central Railroad around Beaver Dam Station and putting a scare into the citizens of Richmond, Sheridan would meet Stuart at the fateful Battle of Yellow Tavern, and we all know how that ended up. This is, we're only using bits and bobs of the various maps, and we're going to talk about all of the, I guess, movement restrictions here momentarily, but this is a 4-turn scenario representing basically what halfway through what we were doing in the previous scenario with Spotsylvania Courthouse. That is all going on at the same time here, but now that up to turn 3 where we were racing to the south edge of the map, that is what is simulated here. Sheridan and Stuart will be occupying themselves otherwise. We've got a few special rules for this. Before I go into that, Roger, I will give you an admission right up front. This is the first scenario in a long, long time where I practiced.
Oh no!
I know. I pulled it up the other night just because I wanted to refamiliarize myself, and I was like, "Well, I'm here. Let's solo play." And I'm not a solo player, but I sat there and I tried to make the optimal move for both sides because it's quick enough, and I did it twice. Well, we could talk about those outcomes later, but I'm curious to see how they are going to match up against what I do opposed against you. But what are your thoughts on this one? Have you had a chance to look at it?
Just before we started today, I did have a chance to review the scenario, kind of go over some rules because I always have to remember find the how to burn a railroad station, which you're obviously going to be the one doing it today. Finding where the forts, because you might have a chance to destroy some forts. Got my spreadsheet pulled together, and I was looking at that, and I think it's interesting. I mean, it's going to be wide open, obviously, if you can get around the flank here, and there's no random events, so you're not going to get hit with rain. It'll be fun, I think. I think it'll play fast, though we might find ourselves sitting here staring at the map a little bit, trying to figure out where you're going, and I have to try to block you somewhere.
That's right. The roads never quite go where you want them to go, of course, and it provides lots of opportunities because, as we see, Stuart is way off here in the wilderness at the moment, as he was, and F. Lee was stationed there at Spotsylvania Courthouse. So, there's going to be an absolute chase going on here. Let's talk about the special rules. As Roger alluded to, we've got no rain in this one. There are no random events at all, so it is free and clear marching, or galloping in this case. And I am playing the Union for this first game. Roger will be chasing me down. I will have the first 2 initiatives for free in turn 1. There's no roll, there's no leader transfer. Everyone is exactly where they are. That's your first major decision tree right there. It's like, ooh, what do I do about this? We have movement restrictions here. I'm zooming around the map. We can see everything that's in this blue border right here is restricted to the Union. they cannot go within 2 or within 3 hexes of Spotsylvania Courthouse here or Waite's shop here. So this outer blue boundary has been provided for us by Alberto in the module design, so that's a great little visual helper. And conversely, the Confederates cannot cross over the north side of the Nye River, or the Ni River, the Mattapony River. So they are right here, and that line will prevent F. Lee from coming around and trying to steal a flank on Sheridan. Way down here, should he get that far in the Richmond defenses, wow, I'm zooming all the way down. We've got 3 units. We've got Gracie, Barton, and Hunton. And they are restricted. They can't move until turn 2. And there are victory points that are awarded to the Union if they move at all. So that's a last-ditch, last-gasp emergency. Bring in the reinforcements if they should be moved at all. And for the first time in I guess not in a while, we had a leader death potential last time. But now, historically, at the Battle of Yellow Tavern, Stuart was killed. So they are going to simulate the very likelihood of this here. So in this case, in any combat in which one of these leaders is stacked with a unit that receives a D, a capital D, a disorganized, the leader might be killed. And we will then look and see if both of our die rolls were tied. So if it's a tie die roll, then we roll a second die. And if it's an odd die and Stuart is there, then Stuart is just killed. If it's a 1, so a 16% chance, and Sheridan is there, then Sheridan will be killed. It is possible that both generals could die in the same combat. Both sides get a 0 or a 1, and they both inflict a D on each other, and then we roll a 1. Well, then both Stuart and Sheridan would die in the same battle. That would be pretty epic. I'm not calling it. I'm not pointing to the right field stands. I'm just saying that could happen here. No other cavalry division leaders are subject to that, so no problem for Gregg, Wilson, F. Lee, etc. It's just those 2 cavalry leaders. And we also have down here, we've got permanent forts on the map. There are specific ones. These are just like the Union permanent forts that we've dealt with in other scenarios. They can help cover, they cannot attack, they cannot be flanked, and they do not allow tactical modifiers when being attacked. And they also give some additional intrinsic bonuses to any Confederate units that are stacked with them as far as defense. So if that comes up, we will address that then, but we don't need to worry about it right now. There are a boatload of points, as we see here, for the Union. The Union have to damage stations. They don't have to destroy them because they are just cavalry. But if they damage any of these stations along the Virginia Central Railroad, which are marked here in blue, then that's the point value that they're worth. Beaver Dam Station and Hanover Junction are the biggest ones, worth 3 points each. The rest of them are a smattering of 1s. They also scatter, I think there's some down here farther, yes, down to Ashland. So the closer you get down, there are some additional ones near Richmond. So those are just straight up, you damage them. They cannot be repaired, so if they are damaged, then they get that. If a fort is destroyed, a permanent fort, then that is worth 3 victory points for the Union. For each Union cavalry ending turn 3 on a redoubt or a fort hex within 3 hexes, so if they get within 3 hexes along this line up here of Richmond to scare the citizens, then they get 1 point for each brigade, but you can't get any more than 5 points for that. If, for whatever reason, Barton or Gracie are moved at any time during the game, then that is plus 2 victory points for the Union. But the big thing is you got to hit and fade in this one. You not only got to do all of this, but before the end of the game, Union brigades have to get back into either Louisa County, which is basically column 2000 out here. They have to get back into Louisa County, or they have to go even farther and get way down into Hanover County, that is east of column 11. So they have to get to 1200 or farther east. So they've got to get back down towards the peninsula there. Or if they can get down to Henrico County, also exclusive of column 11. So they have to get outside of these redoubts. And of course, just like everything else, we've got +3 for Confederate manpower losses and -2 for Union manpower losses. And there are not a lot of manpower to deal with here. So combat is probably a pretty scary proposition, not only for that, but for the reasons we talked about earlier. We don't want our leaders to get killed because they help with the movement. On this one, a marginal Union victory is 15 points. So this is, as our Euro friends like to say, it is a point salad. You can get all sorts of points for all sorts of different reasons. You just got to get to 15 without losing too much, and you got to get all the way back out or to the designated spot at the end of the game. That is a really fun proposition. I have played this a bit in tournament play. It has not changed from what I can see between the old rules and the current rules. Maybe they adjusted the point values a little bit, but it is dynamite for tournament play because it's wild and woolly. It's very fast. What say you?
Well, I've never played it, so I think you might have an advantage on me because you probably have some ideas of the right strategy to play. I think I finally found where Yellow Tavern is. It's down here close to Richmond. Hex 0421. Way down there is where Sheridan and Stewart fought their battle, which is quite a ways in there. So yeah, I'm interested to see how you play this because I really don't know how I would play it. I'm glad you get to do the Union first, so I'm going to get some experience here, and I'll try to stop you. But I don't know.
Well, see,
15 points isn't a lot,
it's
given how many points are available.
it's not, but at the same time, you just hit upon the very critical thing. All you have to do is stop me. You just got to prevent a couple of things from going my way. And what else is going against me? Why, the dice roller, of course. And in this case, big decision comes to, do you take the initiative and march everybody all at once and roll poorly, or do you do it piecemeal and allow the enemy to set things up and start blocking? I will say that, well, without giving too much away, that that is always a very, very tricky proposition. So it never goes as well as you want logistically, because even though I'm not dealing with wet and muddy roads, you at some point you've got to break and split up so that you can try to maximize the amount of damaging that you're doing. And you don't have a lot of time, and you don't have a lot of initiatives. I mean, think about it. We got 4 turns, 4 initiatives. That is 16 activations potentially. And even then, if you go to, if you go all the way to 4, that's not necessarily 16 activations because you're going to get only 3 the next time. So realistically, you've got about 14 potentially. 12 to 14 activations to get as far as you can and do as much as you can and get out of there. That is why this one is so incredibly challenging. Like every one of the cavalry ones. It's a raid, right?
And just a clarification, I want to make sure on the rules. Now you're the one who's going to have to do this for burning a railroad or damaging a railroad, I should say. You cannot do that as part of a leader activation. Is that correct? You have to do it as a single unit.
That is correct. You must do it. So you just activate a single, and then everybody else can't march away, right?
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That helps me a lot because that's going to slow you down.
Oh yes, and that's why independent movement is necessary at some point, but it's challenging. So that's why this one I said, you know what, I should roll some dice and just try to move some pieces around and see what I can do because everybody's watching and they're just waiting for me to goof. So I will try not to disappoint you all here. I'm sure I will goof something today. With that, we are ready to go. We've spent 15 minutes here, and I think everything is preset, so it's just a matter of unhitching the horses and getting up. So
Yep.
I guess we will get underway. Good luck to you, sir.
Good luck to you.
Oh, I'm going to need it. All right, so critical first question. How many people do I move on turn 1?
Oh, and you get the first 2 initiatives.
I do, so I get the first 2.
Oh, and no leader transfer. I was going to move Stuart.
Exactly.
Well, I can't do that.
Nope.
Okay, never mind.
So I think I'm going to activate everyone under Sheridan and everyone under Wilson with Sheridan. And we are going to do a march, of course, and we get +2 with Sheridan. So here's the +2 roll. And it's a 9. Okay. It's average. So I'm just going to move them as one big unit here. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 to there. And then Wilson will just follow behind.
And you can't cross that blue line.
I cannot cross that blue line. I did not cross that blue line, I hope, right?
No, you didn't. Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah, we bounced right around. All right. Second one, I'm going to now. Do I move DM Greg up or do I continue on? I think I'm going to continue on. So we're going to take them all to 2. And here is their second movement, plus 2. And it's an 8 this time. A little less. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now I have to start planning about what's the route. 6, 7, and 8 to there. And then Wilson will just follow behind. All right, it's time for our first regular initiative. So here we go. Union left, Confederate right. It's mine again. Okay. So I'm going to activate Greg.
I'm happy to see that 11 on the unit, though.
Yeah. Come on, let's do it again. All right, DM Greg activates. Here's his movement plus 1. Average 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. All right, initiative.
It's mine.
Yep. I rolled that 1-5 twice. I was like, what? Oh, that is yours. Okay.
I guess I'll take Gordon with Stewart. So they get plus 3. 12. Guess it's more important to head south than it is to try to get Stewart over by Vassal. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12 to there. Initiative, yours.
Okay. Well, let's see. Yeah. And this is another one of those, that same decision. It's more important to get Greg down there, I think. So he's going to go to fatigue level 2. Here's his movement plus 1. 10. That's good. That'll get him over the river. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Look at that. Falling up behind. Initiative, yours.
Oh, and they start out exhausted too. That's unfortunate. Take F. Lee. We'll take his 2 guys to fatigue 1. So they get a plus 2. Wow. 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 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Safely behind the blue line. Initiative. Mine again. Stewart with Gordon. There's 11, 14 hexes. Wow.
To that I say, boo.
That's just Gordon, though. 1, 2. So go this way. 1, 2. 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. We'll put him across the river there. Initiative, mine again. I guess I've got to take Lomax and Wilcox to fatigue too. They just did so poorly that first die roll. That's 10. That's 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Initiative, yours.
Okay. Sheridan will activate just his 3 to fatigue level 3. Here's their movement plus 2. 6. That is most unfortunate. See? Glad I made that decision. All right, we'll do them individually because they all have extended marches. So Gibbs will go first. Here is his extend. He's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And we have Devin extend. He flips. He's gonna go same spot. And Custer, Sheridan's favorite. He's a extend march. He's also okay. So
Well, 161.
yeah. Yep. I guess the roads are telling me to go that way. So, all right. Initiative. Mine again. Well, we need to steal a march on that. So Sheridan's going to activate Custer to 4. Here's his movement +2.
Wow.
Wow.
Plenty far.
Well, old Greasy Locks, he wants to show off. Here's his extended march now +1. He's okay. And Sheridan, of course. Sheridan will go with him. They'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 to Beaver Dam. Alright. Initiative. It's yours.
I'm going to pass.
Okay. I will have Merit activate. Let's see, we got some guys not stacking properly here. We got. Okay. Merit will activate Devin. Yeah, I'll activate Devin. To 4. Here's his movement +1. It's 9. He will not go with. He will stay with Gibbs. And Devin's extend march. He's okay. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 to there. Initiative. Mine again. All right. Merritt will take Gibbs to 4. Here's his movement +1. Oh, yuck. Here's extend march +1. And he flips. Oh, we're doing it. So he can go 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He just can't get there from here. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Get him in range there. All right. Initiative. Mine again. I'll have Wilson activate both of his. Here's a movement +1. 9. Extended march for Macintosh. And he'll stay with Macintosh. Extended march, Macintosh. He's okay. So they'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Yeah. And then Chapman's extend. He's okay. He will follow behind. Initiative. Mine again. I'll have Greg activate. I'll have him activate just J.I. Greg. His movement +1. 6. Extended march. He flips. I mean, the horseshoes are coming off. Alright. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then initiative. Mine again. Wow. Davies activated by Greg. Movement +1. There we go. 10. Extended march. He's okay. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 to there. Initiative. Alright, we'll take Davies to 4. Here's a movement +1 and extended march +1. He's okay. They'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 to there. Initiative. Wow. This string is incredible. I'm guessing you'd be passing anyway, but still, the idea that I'm getting a string that long. J.I. Greg will go to 4. Here's his movement. Straight up. 9. Extended march +1. He's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 to there. Okay. Initiative. It's yours.
Well, you really pushed him hard, didn't you? I think I need to respond to that. Stewart's going to activate Lomax and Wickham under F. Lee. Here's their movement. 8 + 3 is 11. F. Lee will go with Wickham, who will go first. Here's his extend march. He's okay. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11 to there. Lomax, extend march. He's okay. He's just going to stack with F. Lee. Initiative. Yours.
I think we'll have Macintosh march under Wilson. Here's his movement +1. Okay. Wilson will not go with him. He'll stay there. Here's extended march +1. He's okay. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to there. Initiative. Yours.
Stuart will take Gordon, fatigue 3. Here's his movement. 7. Extend march. He's okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to there. Initiative. That's mine again. Stuart take Gordon, fatigue 4. They can go 12. Extend march. That's a +1 for him, so he's okay. 12. So it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to there. Initiative. Mine. I don't see any point in guarding that bridge. Take the 2nd Maryland to fatigue 1. He loses his entrenchments. Here's his movement. He's an infantry, so he can go +1, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a readout hex, correct?
It is.
Initiative. Mine again. We'll take the 1st Maryland. Loses his entrenchments. Here's his movement. 3.
Those aren't horses, those are mules, son.
They weren't ready to go, I guess. Delete the entrenchments. Well, that's annoying. 1, 2, 3 to there. Initiative. Yours.
I'll take Chapman to 4. Here's the movement. And here's extended march +1. He will flip. Probably not the smartest thing to do, but that's fine. He'll go 1, 2, 3, and 4 to bump us. Initiative, it's yours.
I wonder. Take the first round, T2. Ah, twice as much. So 2 1s, 2 2s. 1, 2, 3, 4 to Ashland. Initiative. Yours?
I will pass.
That doesn't do any good. I'll take second Maryland fatigue. 2. That was kind of stupid to stop him there. He can go 3 hexes. 1, 2, 3. Right where I wanted him to be. Initiative. Mine. And second round will go to fatigue 3. And they will entrench. Initiative. Mine with the same die roll.
No streaks.
And first Maryland will go to fatigue 3. And they'll entrench as well. Initiative. Double 6s. I'm going to pass.
I will pass as well. And we will end the turn 1. So I will do a Sunshine Recovery. And the time marker up to turn 2. I pressed those horses just a little bit more than I wanted to. I don't necessarily want to take them all to 4 because that's going to adjust what I need to and want to do for turn 2. But I felt it was warranted there, just because that 14-point march that Stuart got that day. So that's why I did that. This is going to be a tricky turn 2 because turn 2, obviously, you're setting up for whatever you're going to do in turn 3. And this is a big game of press your luck. No whammies!
Let's see. I'm trying to look up something that I'm remembering. Units activated by cavalry division leaders are limited by only the first cavalry unit to march as part of activity may conduct an attack. Okay.
Yeah, so there's no setting up the flank. Unless he's already there.
That's the division. But how about a corps, like Stuart as a corps commander? Does he
Stuart as a corps commander. Yeah, he can.
He can. Okay.
Yeah, so can Sheridan, right.
Okay. That was what I was trying to clarify. I knew there was something about cavalry leaders and attacking on the march. There was a restriction. I couldn't remember if it applied to
right. Yeah.
corps commanders or not, so they don't. So you could with Stuart and I could with, or Sheridan and I could with Stuart. Okay.
That's right. Okay, well, I guess it's time for leader transfers. So let's see what leader transfers I wish to do. I'm going to move DM Greg out to JI Greg. I'm going to move Sheridan to Davies. Merritt's going to go to Devon. And I think Wilson's going to come down to McIntosh. That is scattered all hell and gone, but it is what it is. So over to you. Do you want to make any changes?
Well, let's see. Gordon doesn't work for Fitz-Lee, so I guess that's an issue, isn't it? So he's got to stay. Stuart's got to stay with Gordon. Fitz-Lee doesn't have anywhere to go. Okay. No, I won't change anybody.
Okay. I will take the first initiative roll here. So here we go. First initiative, turn 2. It's mine. Okay. That's so much to do. Sheridan is going to activate Gibbs, Davies, and Devon. So they'll all go to fatigue level 2, all needing extended marches. We'll start with, we're on a seam here, so that Devon is misbehaving.
You just keep disappearing and realize there must be a seam right across that line right
That's
there.
That's right. All right, Devon's extend march. He is okay. Sheridan's roll +2. There we go, 10. So Devon is fine. He and Merritt will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to there. Davies extend. He's okay. They're just going to go 1, 2 to there. And Gibbs extend. He's okay. He's going to go 1, 2 to there. Initiative. It's yours.
Stewart will activate. He's going to activate everybody. Gordon, Lomax, Wickham. So Lomax, or Gordon will need an extend march. Here's 2 dice plus 3. 12. Gordon will go first. Here's his extend march. And he's going to flip. That's disappointing. And Stewart will stay with Gordon. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 to there. Lomax and Wickham don't need extend marches. I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 to there. Initiative. It's mine. I can bring up Huntington without penalty.
Correct, yes.
So I'll take Huntington fatigue 1. Here's his movement. Whopping 3. 2, 3. Initiative. Mine again, I'll take him to fatigue 2. What's the point? 1, 2. Initiative. Mine again. I'll take him to fatigue 3. He's going to flip, of course, on his extend march. But here's movement. Again, a 1. Extend march. Here we go. Yes!
Remember, these guys are the home guard.
1,
They drill once a month.
2. Initiative. Wow, string of initiatives. But do I want to do anything else? You're going to be burning railroad stations here. I'm going to pass.
Okay. Yes, we'll have Devin go to 3. And he's going to damage the... let's see if we got destroyed. There we go. We're going to damage Hanover Junction.
3 points.
3 points. Okay, initiative. Mine. All right. Gibbs will go to 3. And he will burn Hewlett's turnout. All right, initiative. Mine again. We'll have Davies go to 3. And he'll burn Noel's turnout. Is that what it is? Yeah. Noel's turnout. Initiative. It's yours.
I'll pass.
Okay. Sheridan will activate Gibbs to 4. Here's his movement plus 2. Wow. Okay. What's the best use for him? I don't want to waste that roll. Let's extend march plus 1. Yeah, so that decision was made for me. He will lose a manpower, and he will just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're on torch duty. That's your job. Initiative. It's mine again. Wilson's going to activate Macintosh to 2. Here's the movement. It's 6. Here's extended march. He's okay. He's going to come up and join Custer up there. Initiative. Mine. I'm going to pass.
If I pass, the day's over. I don't think it is. I will pass as well. Let my guys recover a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I fully well knew that you were going to. I just, I need to rest and recover too. Because otherwise they're just not going to be worth a pip on turn 3. So we're going to do our sunshine recovery. Everyone recovers. Our time moves to turn 3. And we do it again here. So leader transfers. So at the end of this turn, for those of you watching, if I can get brigades onto this line of readouts within 3 hexes of Richmond, I can get up to 5 additional points by having 5 individual units on those readouts. That is the press your luck mechanic. That's almost like if you go that far, the sunk cost fallacy, you might as well just keep going on to Hanover or Henrico County because you're not coming back to Louisa County. That is the challenge of this scenario. I'm going to move Sheridan back up to Custer. Right, yes. So he's going to go with Custer. Let's move Custer up. DM Greg is fine where he is. Merritt is fine where he is. And I'm going to move Wilson to Chapman. And that's what I got. What would you like?
I'll just leave Stewart where he is and leave Effley obviously where he is.
Okay. All right. So why don't you take the first initiative roll?
Okay, here we go. Yours.
Okay. I will have Macintosh go to fatigue level 1. We'll set torches to Beaver Dam. There we go. That's another 3. Initiative. Yours.
Have Stewart activate Lomax and Wickham. Here's their movement. 10. I really needed another pip there. I'm just going to move Lomax back 1 to there. Effley will go with Wickham. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to there. Initiative. Mine. I'll take Hunting to fatigue 1. There's his movement. There we go. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 to there. Initiative. Yours.
I'll have Chapman. No. I'll have Gibbs go to 2. And he will set torches. Initiative. Yours.
I'm going to pass.
Okay. I will have Chapman go to 1. He will also set torches. So I think.
Is that Smurden Station you destroyed?
So Bumpus is done. Beaver Dam's done. Hewlett's done.
10 points.
No, 10 points, right. Here's initiative. It's yours if you wish.
I'll pass again, I think.
All right. This is where it gets all tricky. Tricky. Okay. Activate Chapman with Wilson. Here's his movement plus 1. It's 8. So he will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 to there. Initiative. Yours.
Pass again.
Sheridan activate Custer and Macintosh. Macintosh will need an extend. Here's movement plus 2. 7. He will stay with Custer. Macintosh will go first. And he's probably the 3rd. So here's extend for him. He's okay. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 to Berkeley. And Sheridan and Custer will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 to there. Initiative. Yours.
Pass again.
Sheridan will activate Davies, Custer, the other Greg to fatigue level. We're adding the fatigue level. Davies, everybody's good. Nobody needs an extend, so here's their movement plus 2. There you go. There you go. He will stay with Custer. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13 to there. Davies, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. DM Greg. Boo! What is this loop? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. Initiative, yours.
Okay. F. Lee will take Wickham to fatigue 2. Go 8. 7. 8 to there. Initiative, yours.
I'm going to have Merritt activate Gibbs and Devon. Here's a movement +1. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to there. Gibbs extend +1. He's okay. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to there. Initiative, mine. Sheridan's going to activate Davies and Custer. Here's movement +2, 8. And Sheridan will transfer to Davies. Custer's extend. He's okay. I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to there. And Davies extend. Oh! I hate this game! Alright, he flips. But that's fine. This is fine. He's going to go 1, 2, and make a normal attack on you. So let's see what I got here. I've got +0 for normal, +2 for tactical. I've got you've got 2 pieces of artillery. I've got 1, so it's going to be -1 artillery. And you're looking at breastworks, or Fort 2 basically. So you're 2 total, times 2 is 4. And I've got 3, so it's a -1 for ratio. Looks like I've got all 6 hexes covered for +4.
Mm-hmm.
So I see 6 up and 2 down for +4.
Yep.
Okay, here's a +4 attack. Come on, Sheridan. Attack. Oh, it's a +2. Okay. So, and there was no potential leader death there because we did not tie.
Correct.
Which was the blessing and the curse, because I was hoping you'd roll a 1 so I could really do it, but yeah. But there's potential manpower losses here, so that's a good thing.
+2 on, I've got 2, so that's just going to be a DR for me.
Mm-hmm. And a D, let's see, I've got 3, also just a DA. So he's
Entrenchments
done.
are deleted. And I'm going to flip.
Oh well, I should have attacked from here. That was stupid, Patrick. So stupid. So stupid. Yes, folks. I realize my mistake now. In my haste, I should have attacked from 414.
Oh, then I would have had to have retreated either.
Correct. Yes, and
Further
because
away.
when I was setting it up in my brain, I did not count for putting merit up there, which I did after the fact, and I was trying to do the full flank calculation this way. And see, slow down, people. That's the secret of the game.
So I can retreat further away by road for 1.
Yes.
Further away by road for 2.
So stupid.
Further away by road for 3. Further away by road for 5. And somehow I lost all my fatigues.
Holger's gonna have a field day with that one. Why didn't you? Yes, I know.
That's
I know.
Right.
All right,
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. I can only go 4 hexes. I'd like to go 5.
Yeah, 2 to 4, right. All right, well, we'll take the hex. Initiative. Yours.
Okay.
Haste makes waste.
Stuart will activate Gordon and Lomax. Here's their movement. They go 8 hexes. Lomax will go first. He's actually going to go, let's see, go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to there. Stuart's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to there. Initiative, mine. Take Lomax to fatigue 3. Can go 8 hexes. Here's his extend march. He's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to there. Initiative, yours.
We are going to have DM Greg march with JI Greg. Here's movement +1. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 to there. Initiative, yours.
I'll have Stuart activate Gordon and Wickham. Their movement, 12. Stuart's going to stay with the 1st Maryland. Gordon will go first. Here's his extend march. He's going to flip. That's really unfortunate. That's very, very unfortunate. That's incredibly unfortunate. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 to there. Here's Wickham's extend march. He is okay. He's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to there. Initiative, mine again. I'm gonna pass.
Guess J.I. Greg's got to go to 3 and burn Atlee's station while he can. Initiative, yours.
Take the 2nd Maryland to fatigue 4. His movement 5. Here's his extend march 3. He's actually okay. 1, 2, 3, 4 to there. Initiative, yours.
I'll have Devin go to 3. Here's his movement with Sheridan. He's fine. Here's extended march. He's okay. I'll just come into Ashland. Initiative, mine again. Have Devin go to 3, and he will burn the station. Initiative. Yours.
Take the 1st Maryland, fatigue 4. Lomax to fatigue 3 or 4. Here's their movement. 11. Stewart will transfer to Lomax. And here's Lomax's extend march. And he's going to flip. Dang it. Going to go 1 there. 1st Maryland's extend march. He's okay. He's going to join Stewart. Initiative. I'll pass.
All right. I'll have Wilson activate Chapman and McIntosh. Here is their movement +1. It's 10. Gonna have some extended marches. He's gonna stay with Chapman. McIntosh extend march +1. He's okay. He's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 to there. And Chapman's extend. He's okay. Yep, they don't get the +1. He's not exhausted, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 to there. Initiative. Mine. Wilson activate McIntosh and Chapman. Here's movement +1. 5. He will stay with. Here's McIntosh's extend +1. He's okay. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 to there. And Chapman's extend. Oh, I'm sorry. McIntosh should have been a +. Yeah, he will flip. Excuse me, because he was exhausted. And then +1 for Chapman's extend. He flips as well. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 to there. Okay, initiative. Yours.
I'm going to pass.
Sheridan will activate Custer to 4. Here's his movement. It is 8. And here's extended +1. Flips. And he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Initiative. Mine. Alright, DM Greg's going to activate JI Greg. Here's a movement +1. It's 10. Here's extended march now of +. It's okay. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And he will make a hasty attack on the 2nd Maryland. So it's going to be -1 for hasty, +1 for attack, and +7 for ratio.
Mm-hmm.
So I see 8 up, 1 down, +7.
The artillery is.
Oh, you have artillery there. So it is in rough. Yeah, it's rough. So give me a roll for artillery.
It's used.
Wow. Okay. So -1 for artillery. So 8 up, 2 down, +6.
Mm-hmm.
So +6. Here's attack. That's 8.
Oh, that's enough.
Okay. Score manpower.
delete.
Okay, and we'll advance into Hungry Station. Initiative. It's mine. I'm going to pass.
Okay. I'm going to pass as well.
Do our Sunshine Recovery. And on to the last turn. Last turn. Turn 4 for all the marbles. Let's see. By my accounting, I've got 16 points.
Yep.
Is that right?
Yep, that's what I've got yet too. So you're now
Okay.
now above marginal.
All right. Hungry is still in play, and then flight must get away. And just to remind everybody, I must get to either Hanover County over here in the column 12, or Henrico, which I'm not going south of Richmond, or I must get back up to Louisa County here over the county line. You know, chasing them Duke boys to the county line. Thoughts, Spock?
Well, I've kind of misplayed there towards the end. This is, to me, it's just always a puzzle because you've got me so outnumbered for units. Yeah, this has been tricky for me. You've had so many options. I kept you from going for Richmond, which is what I thought you were going for, but it hasn't given me any great. I now have to try to find a point somewhere from you, and you'll probably pick up another one. Well, you might not. I don't know. You've got a Hungry Station. Louisa's fairly far away, so it'll be interesting. I mean, it's you can still come down and smack me too. That's the other problem. This is a puzzle.
Yeah.
This is a puzzler.
That's why it's so good. That's why it sells so well. Okay, then let's do some leader transfers. All right, let's move Wilson down to Macintosh just in case. Sheridan to Custer. And I think that's what I'll do. Yep. So, anything for you?
No, I'll leave Stewart where he is and F. Lee where he is.
I will take the roll for the first initiative. Here we go. Final turn. It's mine. I don't like hunting there. So you know what? He's gonna forego Hungry Station. He's gonna march.
Okay.
So, yeah. That's I don't want him to get trapped down there. So we're going to instead activate Sheridan to activate everybody that's around. So all 4 of them, and they get an 8.
8. Yeah.
Okay.
Nice roll.
Well, let's see. I gotta get there. Or I gotta get there. So what's the closest way? Let's see. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes. Or we could, yes. So Chapman's gonna go extend march first. He's okay. So he's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Macintosh is this extend march. He is going to lose a manpower. Well, that's not good because even if they get eliminated through that, that's a -2 if they don't get to where they need to be. So I'm not pleased by that. So lose the manpower. So he's gonna go. Yeah, it'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then Sheridan with Custer. Extend march. He's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 to there. And DM Greg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 to there. Initiative. Yours.
Take Wickham to T1 with F. Lee. Just movement. going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't block everything, so he's just going to go one more there. I'm going to stop there and hope I get this next initiative. I did. Okay, so we'll take F lead, fatigue 2. He's going to make a attempted assault on Chapman. And it does not come off because he's only a 4 initiative. Fine again. We'll try it again. There it comes off. So I get a type of a +1. The ratio is 3 to 1, so it's +2. Tactical is even. No artillery, no terrain, so the final is a +3.
That's what I see.
Okay, I need a nice big die roll, +3. And I get my 4.
Oof. All right. Here is the defense. So it's a +2. D's across the board, right?
Yep.
So no harm, no foul. He will 1, 2, and then he can go 2 more, 3 and 4.
Yep. Where it needed to be. Initiative. Yours.
Oh. Okay.
I guess I could have taken the hex. Do I want to take the hex? No, I'll stay put. Not that it matters. You got plenty of retreat routes.
Yeah. Let's just go for the safe bet here. We'll activate Macintosh with Wilson. Here's his movement +1. Oh, no. That's terrible. That's 4. And even worse, here's a extended march of now plus. He's going to lose manpower. He is deleted. And that's, go ahead and mark a -2 there, because...
Yeah.
Crap. Okay.
And Wilson transfers to somebody.
Yes, Wilson will transfer. Third core is... So he's going to go over to Chapman. There you go. Okay. Well, that was horrible. So I'm sitting now at 14 again, right?
Yeah.
That's why this game drives me crazy. Alright, initiative. It's mine. The only way I can do it, mathematically, is to attack Stewart. J.I. Gregg, activated by DM Gregg. Here's his movement +1. 7. That means he's not going to have enough to attack and get away. And he doesn't have enough to get back to Hungary. That is just a silly, silly pickle. I hate when I get so damn close in this game and fritter it away. And Roger's over there doing the little dance right now.
Well, not really.
This game confounds me sometimes just because it's so fickle. And I was afraid you were going to come around here with F. Lee and bounce me back this way. And I'm glad you went that way because that saved him. But at the same time, that poor die roll on Macintosh. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. All right, what am I going to do? His extended march +2. He flips. Wouldn't have mattered anyway. And he's just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 to safety. Initiative. It's mine. I've made 2 huge mistakes in this game, and they're on video for everyone to see. Hurrah!
Yeah, the attack at Ashland, I guess, was crucial because I would have picked you 6 more points because of the retreat loss. Yeah, that would have been. It would have been pretty much game over
I just can't slow down sometimes, and I tell that to everybody. Just take a minute, and I'm thinking on incorrect intel from the previous setup in my brain, and then I changed the plan, and that was stupid. I just don't see mathematically how it's possible, so I don't want to do any more harm. So I'm just going to get the best score that I can get. First cavalry will march +1. It's 10. Move Gibbs in his place. He will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. He should be fatigued level 1. Okay. That was my next initiative. Merritt will activate Gibbs to 2. Movement. Great movement, of course. Extend march. And he will just go to the safety. Initiative. Yours.
Well, I don't think there's anything I can do that makes any sense, so I'm just going to pass.
Yeah, you've won it, but for our audience, I'm playing it out as we should do every time. Custer will go to 3, activated by Sheridan. Movement 12. Extend march of +2.
Make Louisa County.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And initiative line. Davies self-activating, marching 6. Terrible. 1. Oh, excuse me. Extend march. He's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Initiative line. Davies 3. Extend march or movement. 5. Extend march. And so he's okay. And he'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to there. Initiative, that's it. Mine. I have nothing else I can do, so I will pass.
I'll pass as well.
There you go. We have played out the entire scenario. Okay, so first of all, congratulations. Final score is 14.
Winning on an extended march roll hardly seems right. So I'll say this is a draw.
Well, I did make 2 critical flubs. One more so than the other, but one with the setup of the attack was wrong. So final score 14 points, just shy of a marginal. But as you see, folks, it's not a guaranteed situation by any stretch. Dice rolls are fast and furious. They are very important on this one, but so are smart choices. And the strategy is very, very fluid. You must be able to adapt on the fly on this one. I was really hoping to trap Stewart there, but again, I pulled up short on all of the individual component pieces trying to, and you just had him in a great spot. So at that point, I was left with, do I take Hungary Station and burn it? Do I try to get some brigades up onto the readouts? Or do I set up, a flank attack on turn 4? And all of them evaporated at the beginning of turn 4 because I was like, Trap Stewart's dangerous. I need to get away. And that's what I did. I opted for fleeing, and I should have just taken the moment with Hungary Station, burned it, and then that would have been the difference on this game. So, what do you think?
I was never sure what to do as the Confederate side. What the smart thing to do was. I felt like when you were spread out from Bumpus to Hanover, and you had whoever that was at Bumpus was at strength 1.
Yeah, Chapman. Yeah.
I thought about, well, should I swing Stewart around and go after him and try to get the manpower losses? But then I was like, I'm now behind you, and I would have nothing between me and Richmond where there was a lot of points to be had. So I felt like it was better to continue to fall back. And then I was looking for somewhere to attack. And of course, people won't see this. Patrick was kind enough to let me pull an attack out of Hanover Junction that I was looking at because I miscalculated the flank bonuses. Other than that, I don't think I launched, other than my attack there at the end on Chapman. I didn't have an attack the whole game because I just didn't want to get fatigue 4 and then have you guys surround me like a bunch of
Yahoos. Yeah,
Yahoos. It just with only 4 functioning units, it's really hard to have an idea of what to do.
Well, you did make the most of getting Hunton to here, because even with him and Gordon, I was entertaining. I had DM Greg here,
Yeah,
and I thought, well, I can get at least one. That was my goal, was to burn Atles and get him then to here. And with those 2 points, that would put me right at 15. But then I adapted to Hungary when you took that off the table because you left Hungary open. Or actually, that's when I attacked into Hungary and
yeah,
got, yeah. So that was significant when the first Maryland was by themselves at half power. I had to take
yeah.
advantage of that. So yeah, and I don't look forward to that same setup for me next week with the Confederates because that one is a puzzler because you've got so few units and so much blocking to do. What really threw me for a loop a lot of it the time was when you were here in Hanover and you were kind of setting up that line. I thought you were going to come around and surround and attack McIntosh or Chapman, whoever it was. Wilson was up there with him. I thought that was a good potential attack, and then you just pulled down behind the South Anna, and you were waiting for me, and I was like, okay. You ceded all of the 10 points
Yeah,
on the Virginia Central.
yeah. I just was just thinking you were just going to continue. Anything I got committed north of the Little River there, I just was hesitant. I just had this premonition of getting cut off, and then
The hardest part for the Union on this one, as you've seen, is the logistics of can you get to the Virginia Central on day one? I mean, if you can get there with on fatigue level 2 or well on 3 is more realistic as I did. Do you wish to burn them all? I
right.
I got there on 4 for most part, and that means I had to wait to the next day to start burning, and then that puts off all of the activations because you're trying to do the most with the least. You've got to spread the leadership out so that you can, as soon as you burn them, then you got to move them, and that is a really tricky proposition because you're looking at minimum, you're looking at 6 individual initiative activations.
Yeah, and I
So
was hoping to take advantage of that, and I just never. I mean, and you had really bad. You had pretty good movement rolls, but then you had really bad luck with some extended march rolls, which
yeah, and
which kept you from getting any real momentum going. I was like, oh, that was good.
yeah,
Every time you had it, I was like, oh, that's good, because otherwise I was like, okay, he's going to be able to do. I'm going to continue to fall back
yeah.
when I didn't want
The
to.
the best little bit of good fortune that I had was DM Greg coming out of here and making his extend march roll to come around and get the first Maryland
Oh yeah,
here at 8. But yeah, I eliminated you, which was fine. That's all I needed. But that's why you had to, as the Union, I had to take advantage of that 4 manpower versus the half. So the great goof of 414 is what I'm going to call it from now on.
yeah,
Of
that would have given you the game, because that would have been 6 points right there.
right.
And that was my fault for just kind of saying, okay, I've got him dug in Ashland. That you won't go after that, but you kind of surrounded it and went after it, and that was a good.
And that was an audible. I called that on the fly because I was moving Sheridan and everybody down here, and I went, well, you know what? I'm here, and you do have an infantry, so I can get a
Yeah,
full flank on it.
I didn't think that through. That you get the full flank, because I had that again. That little infantry unit is a pain in the butt, and probably I should just pulled him all the way back to Richmond from the get go, because he is just a real problem child.
Well, I mean, having him start at Fox under a fort seems like it's not useful, but it is in the fact that it's now forcing you to what are you going to do about getting to Hanover Junction?
Yeah,
The other option, you went all the way down here with him, and maybe I'll do this. We'll see. I don't know, but I would have brought him to Hanover Junction and start digging in there. Now you're not going to get to 4 immediate. You're not going to get to fort level, but you could potentially get up to breastworks and have him there. So that's depriving 3 critical points. I
yeah.
think having Hanover Junction at 3 that's the one that scared me, and you seeded that, and I'm like, okay, cool. Now I can get to 10 points now. Now I can figure out my options for turns 3 and 4.
I don't want to say what I did work just because I won at all. It could have been. It should have gone the other way. You just
You relied on my poor dice skills, and that is always a safe bet.
not really. That's not true. I don't rely on it.
Well, then we will ride off into the sunset here. The units that have made it to Hanover and Louisa counties will eat their beans and fodder their horses for the night, and we'll say a fond farewell until next week when we'll switch sides. But until that time, come on back and use that comment section down there below. That is what it's there for. We want to hear your opinions on my incredible goof. And if you would click that like and subscribe button, that's what we ask each and every week. If you're new to the channel, hello, welcome, and come on back. We got plenty to do. We're about 5/8 of the way through our Grant Takes Command basic scenarios. And I'm also showing you our current monetary supporters. We actually got one new one this week who's very generous. Thank you so much. You see your name up there.
Thank you.
And if you want to kick in a buck or two, awesome. If not, that is fine as well. We'll leave it here. Roger, study the map. Come up with a plan.
I will this time. I'll definitely have to.
And we will see you. Have a great week, man.
You too. Thanks. Bye-bye.